Can you top score while dealing no damage and support? Yes, you can, and in this game I will show you here. This is probably one of the craziest games I've played, so strap in, this is about to be a wild one. I'll be kind of talking about the challenge and this game as we move on here. Now, it's possible that you may be wondering why I had to specifically mention S support in the first place. Uh, because the same game, I actually found out that you can probably top score in a game while only spotting enemies while the game is recon. Because as you will see later in this game, one of the top people in my team was actually a squad mate of mine, which was literally only spotting people all game. Now I think he did kill some people, so it wasn't like strictly just spotting everybody. But that made me kind of shocked. I didn't know he could earn so much score just by spotting people all game. And he was using like the drone or something, I think. So it's actually kind of crazy. Maybe something I could try in the future. Who knows? Anyway, this game here, these first like few rounds are gonna be a little wacky. Um, you're gonna notice like I'm not gonna be actually like rezzing people all that much, and I'm gonna be missing a lot of rezzes. I'm trying to get as many people as I can because that's my score here. But these first like couple of sectors will require me to like do some weird stuff and like kind of like even try to go for objectives kind of solo. It's gonna be a weird round, but after like the first couple sectors, it's gonna be smooth sailing from there. From there, I'm just gonna be like mass rezzing my whole team and saving everybody. So here we ended up capturing the first sector very easily. Actually, my team kind of cooked. Now we're on to the next one. For my loadout here, as you can see, I decided to go like the full smoke route, where I'm using smoke grenades plus the smoke launcher just to create as much smoke cover as possible. I found this to be done like the best for getting picking up as many people as possible. It also helps me because after picking somebody up, I can just like smoke them off to give them time to like breathe and recover. Obviously, I'm using the defib because raising people manually was that defib is kind of stupid. So we're gonna be using we're using the defib here. Here we kind of try to like here I try to really push my team in here and try to get like this A objective really fast. Sadly, I get shot through the little crack in the boxes there and die. Kind of hoping my teammate here maybe sees that I'm dead and raises me, but he ends up getting shot. So that didn't work out. Now I respawn on the other side. I decide, you know what, maybe going for B here is the play. So here's what I mean. Like, this is so weird. I'm like playing stealth mode as support, when what I should be doing is raising my team. I somehow evade that guy. I don't know what happened. I saw him just sprint out here and get my teammate up. I'm not sure. I thought I could like contest the objective there and annoy the enemy team, but it didn't work out. That's kind of what I mean. Like, there's gonna be weird moments where I kind of just go for like a play by myself despite not being able to even attack the enemy. Here I get shot, unfortunately, but I think my teammate picks me up. But like, yeah, this is like I feel like these first couple sectors required some weird tactics. I was trying to. Oh yeah, I remember. The other reason I was playing weird like this is because in this game I also probably got like one of the most annoying teams ever. I won't lie. Throughout this game, my teammates would constantly skip to death. Like, you know, when you can like hit a button to like immediately go back to the redeploy screen when you die. So these like down players would hit that immediately right as I'm about to res these dudes, and it was like pissing me the hell off this whole game. So I was like, damn, you know what, screw it. I was kind of mad at my team. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna like go and try to get some objectives myself. But anyway, it kind of worked out in the end. We got a really good push going on B. We ended up saving them. Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting, supplying my team, thinking what to do. Go for my teammate there. When when doing this challenge, you want to be like extremely active, and I mean like extremely active. Like every second that you sit around thinking what to do is time wasted that you could be like using to capture objectives, rest people, and so on. You do also want to like preferably try not to die as well, because when you die, that's a lot of time you're wasting to respawn and then get back to your team so you can keep supporting them. Like you have it's actually it's kind of like kind of a difficult challenge in a way because not only do you have to be like actively in the front line, constantly helping your team, but at the same time you have to like really play it safe and be careful. Now here you'll see that I'm defending the objective, not really doing anything. Now I am kind of I am kind of using a little trick to farm score. So when you're on an objective and there's at least one enemy opponent on an objective as well, you will get either the contesting bonus or the defending bonus, depending what you're doing. In that case, I was defending B because you already had it. So that since there was one enemy player on it, they counted just me being objective counted as me defending it to like prevent him from capturing, which was giving me like 50 score every two like 1 or 2 seconds, which is pretty good because like even defibbing somebody it gives me the same amount of score. So getting scored through like contesting objectives is overall better than just defibbing my team and such. We're losing B, so I try to get him. Not. I think it was here that like I ended up trying to save my team in a lot of situations that I'm just canceling. Trying my best here. Um, Now yes, this challenge was largely inspired by Hacksaw Ridge. I absolutely love that movie. Uh, I forgot what the name of the original war hero is. I'll put his name up on screen. Right now my brain just can't remember his name for the life of me. But absolute respect to the guy. He managed to save like over 100 people without attacking or shooting a gun a single time. Absolute legend. This was largely inspired by him. I do also know that there's a Battlefield player out there who actually plays like this. He doesn't do any damage at all. Just reses people a game of support. Maybe I'll show maybe I'll show a picture on screen if I find him. Now I know he did get 2 kills by accident because there was a couple people that ran in front of his defib, fortunately. And if you like have a fully charged defib, you can one-shot people with it. So it can be kind of easy to kill somebody if they just run straight into it here. Here I'm just kind of crack. I'm trying to. I see that I tried to res. I thought this guy was honestly closer to me, but then when I went in there, I realized he was much farther away. Luckily, my teammate reses me. You see, that's what I mean, like that. Like that guy immediately canceled, even though I was actually gonna like drag him if I could. Here's gonna get a little hectic. Luckily, I was also pretty fortunate with other medics. Um, the other supports like were help picking me up pretty fast as well, so I can kind of keep doing my job. So that was actually helping me a lot. I want to smoke in, get this guy. Smokes are amazing because if you're playing like this, because not only do smokes allow you to get some of these riskier reses, but they also like give cover to the person that you res to give them an actual chance to like escape or reposition. And so that thing as support, not enough support players do this. Like look behind you, like check behind you. Like you'll notice you'll notice a lot of moments where I just straight up like turn around and go like res a random like recon player on my team or something because like somebody there's a lot of you'll be surprised at so many moments there are where somebody is like literally on the ground like literally like 5 meters behind you and you don't even see him just because you're like too focused on what's in front of you and not focused enough what's behind you. You kind of have to you really have to have like 360 vision and keep an eye out on everything around you at all times. So but here I'm just trying to like, as you can see, I'm trying to like contest the objective as much as possible because the contesting the objective does give me score. As you can see, I just kind of builds up over time. Now, I'm not just sitting around and doing absolutely nothing. What happens if I see teammates nearby? I'll go res them even if they're outside the zone because I do also want my team to win. I'm not playing just to score farm. I'm playing for the true like experience here. I'm trying to farm. I don't want to like abuse cheap tactics and such. Like I'm here to save my team. I want to res as many people as humanly possible. So Like I'm pretty much just constantly running around here and be like, one more. God, give me one more. Give me one more. I'm dead by Lycosis. This guy's a goat. He thanked me in the chat for resing him, and I resed him, and I mean that guy had a nice little duo moment here. Pick my teammate up. They're still like the enemy team is they really don't want to give this objective up. Sadly, there's another case of a guy canceling going back to spawn before I could res him. But as you also saw there, I'm like top of the leaderboard right now, so I'm feeling pretty good, but it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna be consistently in first place throughout the game. I'm gonna have competition, which is gonna make me stress out a lot. This challenge took me hours, like and like hours on 1 hours. Like there were so many runs where I would finish like top 5 and just couldn't quite make it. I ended up even having to queue specific maps. So the single best map for this challenge, I'll give you the secret sauce here. The single best map for this challenge is Liberation Peak on Breakthrough. Breakthrough in general, um, I don't think you can top score support recycling people in any other game mode. It has to be Breakthrough because Breakthrough, your whole team is very close together and you can pick them up. And you're constantly near them, so you can just keep picking them up over and over again. Uh, Contesting objectives is also very common here. There's always like both enemies and friendlies on objectives and breakthroughs, so I gotta get really lucky, barely make it off my life crossing the road like that. That was very dangerous. My team is getting going on B. I was my team in front of this guy. Sadly, this guy ends up killing like 3 or 4 of my teammates. He went crazy in the corner over here, and I was watching. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Here's spawn on my squad mates here. Almost die immediately because I spawned in front of a guy. Pick them up. Trying to like smoke that guy off so they screw off my team and let them heal up. Now I'm going back to B here. Trying to be like really fast paced. Like my adrenaline is like really pumping here, so I'm going crazy with it. Sally guy there stopped shooting me and proned. I was like, hey, that works for me. I get to res a guy. Get around, get this guy. Nobody left behind. Even if somebody's like 50 meters, maybe even if anybody's even like 50 meters or more, and I think I could res them, I'll go for it. All right. Watch and learn. All right. This is how this is the true support experience here. This is how you play medic to the absolute max right here. This whole building just fell on my head and I luckily lived. It's possible to die to like stuff falling on your head, so it's pretty fortunate that I ended up actually surviving that. Here I'm hoping I get res, but my teammate right here didn't see me, just kind of stood over my body and then ran off, and I was like, come on. That made me pretty sad, but yeah, the teammate I was talking about earlier with the sniper, it's the guy named Big Crib. He's a recon player, and like this guy would literally just sit in our spawn for like most of the game with his drone out, just spotting players. That's all this guy did. And this guy ended up being like my biggest competition throughout the match because of him, I like almost didn't top score this game. It was stressing me out, so I guess I big out from a hill there. But yeah, I was like hella stressed out, and I ended up like I kept looking at the scoreboard, seeing that this guy was like constantly on my ass. So I ended up trying to play even more fast paced, even more aggressively, which, you know, I definitely made more mistakes with playing aggressively, but it's kind of like high risk, high reward. I was trying to get as much as I can, but there was times where I just literally run out right into an enemy and get killed because got greedy and went for a defib. I was trying so hard to get any score, so now yeah, I'll talk about another thing here. So the smoke launcher, there's actually one dangerous thing about using the smoke launcher here. So it is actually possible to do damage to the smoke launcher. If you hit somebody directly with the shell of the smoke launcher, it will actually do exactly 2 damage to them, which would make this run entirely invalid. So that's actually another thing I was constantly thinking about here. I found out that the hard way in one of my games where I actually hit somebody with it. So That's kind of like, that's pretty bad. Like, so that made it kind of harder to use the smoke launcher. Like, a lot of these moments here, I was like trying to make sure I didn't hit an enemy when I went to smoke an area. I was trying to be really careful here, so. Another thing is supplies. Another tip I have, make sure you're resupplying your teammates, especially like teammates that are in like camping ready areas or teammates that are just in the front line. Supplying them is another really good way to get score and help your team out. Now, one thing I recommend is never throw down your supply bag if there's one already there. Like, you know, if there's already a supply bag there, you're not gonna do anything with your supply bag. It's just wasting time. Unless the other supply bag has been there for like a good minute or two and isn't being used and is not giving ammo anymore or anything, then you could just throw down yours to refill your team, because by that point, there's a good chance they're out of ammo. Here I'm coming back to res this guy for the second time. I was like, it's okay, bro. We all make mistakes. I got you. But sadly, here the other guy ends up actually flanking, and I think he still kills my teammate a second time. So it's kind of unfortunate. Here I'm back. See a lot of teammates. I'm just going for it. Sadly, I missed my second smoke. I was trying to throw my second smoke over the wall. Supply my teammate. Really tight here. I'm trying to smoke as much as I can and get them up. Yeah, sadly, because I missed my second smoke throw, two of my teammates ended up dying because they had no cover. So that was kind of a big mistake I made here. Now, luckily, we made it work here. A teammate came back and got me. One more thing I realized I've actually like never used during this match, I completely forgot about, is like my special class active ability, the one where you like press sticks and you turn into like a mobile supply bag. I think I like that. I just completely forgot about that, so I didn't even use that. Trying best to spawn a teammate here. Now the other annoying part of one of my teammates just sitting and spotting the whole time is also, it's like one less person I could spawn on pretty much. So here, going back in here again. See that my teammate right there cancels his, like, skips his revive right when I'm in front of him. And that was like happening so much in this game, it was like actually ticking me off like crazy. So anyway, I didn't realize I didn't really finish talking about the maps. So yeah, the best map, definitely Liberation Peak. It doesn't matter if you're on attack or defense. On attack, you want to focus more on reviving and contesting objectives in such a second. In this game, I was getting a lot of chances to contest and capture objectives, which isn't usually the case. On defense, you actually want to focus more on contesting rather than reviving, because on defense it tends to be harder to revive your teammates. From my experience, it's just harder to like find cover and find opportunities to do it. So on defense, you kind of want to like, usually you want to like pick one of the objectives. If there's two objectives, you usually want to pick one and just hold it, and try your best to stay on objective the whole time. It works best. Also, like, use the drag feature as well. Here, as you can see there, I actually drag my teammate behind the cars to give him cover when I res them. Like, you don't need to just, like, blindly revive your teammates out in the open. Sometimes I do it here anyway because I'm, like, stressing out and I want to get this top score so I can, finally stop suffering. This challenge took, I'm telling you, this challenge took hours. And I'm like, at this point, I was already exhausted. Even this game right here, this was gonna be like my last game of the night here. I was fucking exhausted when I was playing this game. But I was like, man, I was like really wanted it. Really wanted to beat this challenge already and get a video out to you guys. So here we got a really good spot. This right now is really good for me. There's like a line of so many of my teammates. I have constant teammates I can resupply and keep alive. This is like looking really good. We're probably gonna get the objective here. And there we go. That's the sector. So I go straight forward, see a couple guys, get a little scared. My teammate there once again skipped the revive. I don't know why. He probably would have been fine. Now I'm just kind of waiting for the retreating enemies to go away. I don't want to be... I'm not going to be like in first because that doesn't make sense. It's not like I can shoot a gun. I want to be behind some of my teammates so I have people to res. And in the meantime, thinking what to do, which I'm kind of wasting my time, but I'm just gonna like see if I can just resupply my team in the meantime. I see teammate die. We do run backwards to res our teammates. Remember that. That is important. All right. Just because somebody died more than 20 meters away from you doesn't mean you just don't res them. All right. If the run to them is easy and you can res them easily, just do it, bro. Even if they're like 50 meters away, I still go for it. Even if I'm not playing support and one of my squad mates is like 50 meters away from me and he's down and I know I can get to him easily and res him, I'll go do it. Be a good team player. Trying to mess to keep alive. Well, a fact if you didn't know. Just tapping your defib revives somebody at half HP. But if you like fully charge up your defib, it revives them at full HP. It's really important to know. Sometimes here I don't have a chance to charge my defib, so I just tap. A lot of these cases I also throw down my supply bag to heal them back up to full. Another reason that's really important is because I think this is how it works. I could be wrong, but when you like just tap your teammate defib and they're half HP, if they die before reaching max HP, like if they die before healing back up to full HP, they will be like fully killed and sent back to spawn because like you can't revive them anymore after that. Now I don't know if that's triggered because they didn't reach full health after getting res, or if that's like a timer thing, like maybe if they die like 20 seconds or something after they get res, they can't be res anymore. I honestly didn't think about it until now, so sadly here I died. But there is support nearby who comes in and saves us here. I feel like I did a really good job of staying alive here, so... Here, this is like hectic. This guy's like chasing us, and I'm terrified. I can't do damage to him. I luckily choke him out and get one of my teams to kill him. I see this guy's in a good little spot for a flank, so I res him. Get that guy sniper jump scared me there. Get this guy back up. Just kind of trying to see what we can cook up here. Here, it's pretty safe to actually run back and forth, honestly. It seems like the enemy team was kind of scared to really push up too much here. They were only really pushing up on this one hill here. This one hill here always ends up being like a big fighting area on this objective, so... But also, like, this hill is really important because if your teammates can get this like sniper tower taken care of, it's really good. Whenever I actually play assault on this map, on this, I'll like put a ladder to go up the tower, and that usually helps my team a lot. Also, one more thing you might have seen me do there is I like use my smoke launcher to smoke off the tower. You see, now I'm aware from my current battlefield experience that tower is really dangerous and enemies can peek over it very easily and just kill you. So I keep smoking it off to prevent the enemies from ever using it. Here things are gonna get super dangerous and intense. Here I run out into the objective. I saw like 3 people and they almost killed me. Right now it's hectic. There's players from both teams contesting. I'm trying to play safely as possible here. But as you'll see here, the teamwork from my team, absolutely beautiful in this one. Like, my team here will be constantly picking each other up, constantly resupplying each other, giving each other cover. So, like, I had like there was like 3 medics on here, and they were just all helping each other out. I'm trying to smoke, keep my team alive. I think here, we medics definitely carry this objective right here. We rest so many people to keep our number on the objective higher than theirs. Because as you see, they got like 10 people on the objective right now. Like, these guys are not messing around. And we need numbers right here. So I'm kind of... Here, I wait for a smoke to get a smoke from my resupply. And we just run in there and I just start raising people. And bam, just like that, we now have more numbers than them. We get a couple kills. Sadly, some guy snipes you with a slug shotgun, but it's fine. I get picked up. People are flying, but we're getting everybody back up. Look at the numbers. 12 versus 5. Every single res is helping us win this objective. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just getting like so many reses off. And there we go, we win. And I'll let you listen to my reaction here. Oh my god, I'm so happy. That was such a clusterfuck of a game. Holy crap. Oh my god, my heart, bro. 96 teammates revived. My heart. This guy had 141 spot assists. He was farming spotting. What the heck, dude? Oh my god. Anyway, as you can see there, I ended up getting 96 revives, which is absolutely insane number. Um, but actually, that wasn't even the highest amount of revives I ended up getting while doing this challenge. The highest amount of revives I got was 122, which is absolutely insane, as I'll show you on the screen here. I even got there's even a dog tag that shows off what your highest amount of revives was. So I wear the like a badge of honor on my player card. Now sadly, the dog tag itself only counted 118, even though I clearly got 122 as you saw there. But still, it is a pretty fucking insane number, so I'm really happy with it. Yeah, there, as you can see, you can indeed be top scorer as while doing support only, not doing any damage. It's really simple as that. You gotta be super active, gotta be constantly moving, constantly working with your team, and you probably want to play breakthrough as well. But yeah. Anyway, that is the end of the video, guys. If you want to see another challenge like this one, check out my previous video where I tried to top score using only the pistol and nothing else. And I will see you guys in the next challenge like this one.